fraction of the cost by reclaiming management of the train station. Don't be surprised if in a week and a half you see a lot of emergency activity near both the Good Time 3 and the Lady Caroline, the two excursion boats, and the U.S. Coast Guard will be taking part Monday, September 8th in a simulated emergency response. It'll be in Cleveland Harbor, just north of Huntington Bank Field. I'm Tom Moore. Listen for our next news after Guardians baseball when you set a preset on the free iHeartRadio app to WTAM 1100.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Mix and match scents to create your own unique scent combo that is as unique as you are. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
Unlock the hidden money in your home. Hi, it's Bill Wills, encouraging you to tap into your home's equity today with the help of Union Home Mortgage. Most homeowners can tap into $200,000 or more in home equity. Union Home Mortgage is here to help you access that equity to pay off debt, make home improvements, fund big purchases, and more. Visit UHM.com to get your cash estimate today. Union Home Mortgage, turning your home's equity into cash into your pocket. Union Home Mortgage Corporation, Equal Opportunity Housing Lender, NMLS number 2229.
On Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. New customers opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download the app and start ordering lottery tickets today. Use code VOCAL. That's code VOCAL on Jackpocket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with the Ohio Lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
It's been 30 years.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Since one of the greatest lineups in baseball history.
Albert Bell.
Jim Thome pounded their way to 100 wins.
With their 100th ball game.
And into the World Series.
Can you believe it?
This Saturday at 4, hear the greatest hits of the 1995 Cleveland Indians.
That ball was really crushed.
A 30th anniversary special.
How about these Indians?
On WTAM 1100. Union Home Mortgage Guardians Game Day. Presented by Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. Continues on WTAM 1100. The starting pitchers and lineups. Brought to you by Bet365.
Guardians and Rays getting closer to baseball. Time to take a look at the starting lineups presented by Bet365. For the Guardians today, Steven Vogt.
Warm up. Last night's winning pitcher. First major league win for Parker Messik in his second major league start. And Parker, we talked to you after your debut in Arizona, and you threw so well, and you were able to back it up. And what was the key last night to pitching even better than you did in your debut?
Yeah, just trusting my stuff. I know you kind of get all that energy out in the debut and all the craziness that comes with throwing in your debut, that first big game. And you know, you kind of got to settle back down really quick after that and realize you got to get ready for your next start. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to, enjoy the moment. We had an off day in Texas after that where I was kind of able to rest and relax and respond to everyone and really enjoy it. And then just after that day, I was like, all right, got to prepare for this next one. And that's what I did. Got ready to throw against Tampa and got my body in the right spot and threw a good bullpen and just felt good going out there.
I know it's a small sample size, just 2 starts. What have you noticed about major league hitters in the 2 teams you've faced that might be different from the minor league hitters?
Yeah, they're all really good. I mean, they adjust to you as a pitcher, and they know the zone very well. So that's been my biggest emphasis is, I just want to come in and throw strikes because they do know the zone so well. So I know they're not gonna. If I'm going to get them to chase, I got to earn those chases. I got to be in the zone, to be able to make them expand and reach for pitches that are slightly out of the zone. And that's been the biggest adjustment for me. And it's fun to see how hitters of that level, they really hit your mistakes and you can't make a lot of them. And, I just got to keep filling up the zone and see how they adjust to me and then make my game plan from that moving forward.
Stay with us. We'll have more with Parker Messik after this short break.
Here's the Bet365 Never Ordinary Minute with Scott Davidson.
Let's check out the numbers in the finale from Progressive Field this afternoon. Tampa Bay the favorite. They're minus $1.50, and the total is 7. And let's keep this hot streak going. We've been doing well with the Blue Jays and Twins series. Going to stay right there for my play of the day today and go with Toronto starter Eric Lauer to go under 2.5 earned runs. Now, with Shane Bieber getting set to come back into the rotation, this may be Lauer's last start before going to the bullpen, and he has been solid at home this year, a 2.45 ERA. The Twins, they've been very poor since the deadline. In fact, the last 15 lefties against Minnesota have gone under this line. We're going Eric Lauer, under 2.5 earned runs, my play of the day. Now, you can join me when you download the Bet365 app. Remember, you bet $5, you get $150 in bonus bets. Win or lose, terms and conditions apply. That's the Bet365 Never Ordinary Minute. I'm Scott Davidson.
21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's swap screen time for FaceTime and make time for the moments that bring us together. Because the real fun happens between the cheers and the 7th inning stretch all summer at Progressive Field.
Rock and Blast, presented by Echo Health, is back at Progressive Field. Come cheer on the Guardians when they battle the Mariners on Friday, August 29th. Load up on Sugardale Dollar Dogs, enjoy $2 Miller Lite pregame, and snag a free t-shirt thanks to Lion Lifts. After the last out, the night explodes with the biggest fireworks show in the land. Get tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Welcome back. It's Guardians warm-up from Progressive Field. Last night's winning pitcher, Parker Messik, first major league win. How was postgame after that for you?
It was awesome. The guys were great. Family was super happy, and the warm welcome in the locker room was special. It was a lot of fun. It's fun to win games, and I love playing on teams where winning really matters, and it's apparent that it matters here.
And you touched on that when we talked to you after your first start. The difference here, where in the major leagues it's all about winning, and that's been a challenge for this team. And what was the vibe going into the game last night, knowing that a win would really help this team out?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone here wants to win. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And, sometimes you just go through rough stretches as a team. And, I don't think it changed the demeanor of this team at all when we came in today and, or yesterday, and we got those runs in the first inning. It kind of flipped the switch for everyone where it's like, all right, we got it now. Now we just got to hold it. And, that kind of put the pressure back on me. It's like, all right, I have a chance as a young guy to step up and, give this team a chance to win today. And, it's not about me, but at that point it's about the team. And, I was fortunate enough to get my first win. Gaddis and Kate threw really well last night and were able to, hold the game and close it out. And it was just an awesome team win. Defense played great. Guys got to the starter early, and then the pitching staff did the rest of the way.
Your manager, Steven Vogt, was saying that maybe more so in today's game, you see pitchers come up here prepared to do well. What did this organization do, if there's one or two things that really prepared you to have success right out of the chute?
Yeah, I mean, everything that they've done as far as development in me from the time they drafted me to now, I mean, working on my body, working on pitch shapes, strike throwing ability with all the different pitches, adding new pitches to the arsenal. When I feel like I could have been ready early in this year in AAA, but they knew better, and they knew there were still some things I had to learn, and I'm grateful for that now, knowing that I spent that time in AAA this year and learned the things that I needed to learn about myself and what I needed to do to attack hitters, to where when I came up here it was just I could be myself. I didn't have to do too much, and I was able to go out there and execute.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch for sure, and congratulations, first major league win.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
That's Parker Messik. Stay with us, more to come after this.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
With Marathon Arco Rewards, you'll earn on every fill-up, which is amazing news for every kind of driver out there. Whether you're a wait-forever to filler-upper, a routine topper-offer, a relentless road tripper, an occasional commuter, or just a regular old point A to beer, everyone can earn rewards and save up to $1 a gallon. And you can join Marathon Arco Rewards online, through the app, and even at the pump, making signing up easy for every kind of signer-upper. At participating locations, terms and conditions apply.
2-2 the count, 3-0 Cleveland, third inning. Here's the pitch. Strike three called, licking at a fastball. Boy, Tampa Bay doesn't know what to look for. Parker Messik, perfect through three.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Messik strikes out the side, and he keeps right on rolling.
A left-hander out of Florida State University. Lets it fly. Swung on, lifted in the air, not deep right. Kafis makes the catch. What a job by Messik. He gives a fist pump coming off the mound of the third base dugout, and they're on their feet here at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. What a job by Parker Messik.
Welcome back to the Bet365 Guardians warm-up.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Step to the plate and experience the magic of the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland's rich and diverse baseball history. Explore Cleveland's 100-plus year Major League tradition, its connection to the Negro Leagues, featuring the Cleveland Buckeyes, the Latin and Hispanic influence, and the history of women in the game we love. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., perfect for a family outing or an afternoon of nostalgia. To learn more, visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
Welcome back to Guardians Warm-Up. Time for the Manager Show with manager Steven Vogt, presented by KeyBank, as the Guardians and Rays wrap up this 3-game series here in downtown Cleveland. And Voter, obviously, being able to talk about a win for the first time in a little bit has to be encouraging for you. And the way it was done with your rookie starting pitcher on the mound and some early runs, about as good a start as you could get last night, considering going into the game?
Yeah, absolutely. It felt good to score in the first. Obviously runs have been tough to come by the last few days for us, the last 10 days. So to get out, get a lead, and then Parker took it from there, and man, was he outstanding. 7 innings, just brilliant, and really not a whole lot of trouble that he got himself into. So really nice job by Parker, and a good win for the boys.
And I know you didn't know a whole lot about him prior to his first start in Arizona last week, but what's impressed you the most? Because there's obviously a lot to like, but what stands out to you that's been really good?
Just the mound presence itself, and also just he's attacking the strike zone, Rosie. I mean, you throw strikes in this league. You have to throw strikes in this league to get people out. You cannot walk people. You cannot get into bad counts, and Parker has done that through 2 starts where he's been attacking the zone, limiting walks, and getting a lot of weak contact in the zone because you have to get major league hitters out in the zone.
As someone who probably caught a lot of debuts and first or second starts, how unusual is that for someone to come up and just believe in their stuff and pound the strike zone?
It is. It's fairly rare, but I mean, we're seeing it more and more now in today's game that guys are ready for the big leagues, and then things happen as they get settled in and the league starts to figure you out. But what I really like about Parker is that he controls the tempo of the game. He is pushing the pace. He is getting down that mound. He's quick to the plate to control the running game, and just a lot of the intangibles that you don't necessarily always see when somebody's first getting the big leagues. Parker already has those characteristics on top of having really good stuff.
And that pace, it's good for him, but what does it do for the rest of the team?
It helps. It gets us on and off the field quick. Our hitters aren't standing out in the field for 10 minutes. They're out there for 5-7 minutes, and they're right back in ready to hit, and it keeps us going. And we talk about time of possession, and we always make a joke of it because it's not really a thing in baseball, but it is. The longer we're out there on defense, the harder it is to get the bats going. And Parker, his first 2 starts, has given us a really good chance to get the bats going.
You mentioned the bats, and there's the early runs. Not a whole lot of hits last night, but what did you see offensively that was encouraging?
First of all, Kwani set the tone. He got us going. When Kwani gets a hit in that first at-bat or gets on base in that first at-bat, it just gets the offense going. He's the spark plug. And then we took a few walks, and we got some timely hits and a great sac fly by Bo that not many people are going to talk about. Those run around third, less than 2 outs. When we cash those in, we win games. It's the bottom line. So just continuing to take good at-bats and making things happen.
I know you mentioned after the game the dugout was more alive. Explain that, the difference maybe from what it had been for a couple of days to what it was last night, and why that makes a difference.
When people are having fun, people are relaxed, they're going to play better. And when you're not generating offense, offense brings energy. That's how you get energy in the dugout, is offense, and it's been tough to come by, and that really can zap the energy of the boys in the dugout. But last night was more relaxed. We were talking some trash to each other. We were having fun, doing our normal thing, and it just felt good. It felt like we played our type of game last night, and yeah, we need to add on. Yeah, we can nitpick and look at those things, but the reality is we won a very clean baseball game last night, and we want to do it again today.
And you'll try that with Slade Ciccone on the mound. It seemed like he was a little bit better, got back to being more like Slade Ciccone that you've seen a lot this season his last time out.
Yeah, he was much better in Texas. We saw some of the breaking balls start to come back. And again, for Slade, he hasn't lost the velocity of his fastball. He's got the 2 fastballs that have really been his bread and butter. And it's been a while since he's had the consistency with the slider and the curveball. But we saw.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee. It was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me,
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Say yes to your customers. Fast turnaround, hands-on support, and service that keeps your projects moving. Visit LYONLIFTS.com to learn more. Lion Lifts is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
About 10 minutes away from today's first pitch here at Progressive Field, and it's time for the pitching matchup. On the hill for Tampa Bay, right-hander Drew Rasmussen having a fine season, 10-5 with an earned run average of 2.62. He'll be opposed by right-hander Slade Ciccone, 5-6 for the Guardians, an earned run average of 4.41. That's your pitching matchup, and that'll do it for Guardians warm-up. Stay tuned. We have the starting lineups and the first pitch. They come your way next.
The Guardians Warm-Up Show has been brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. Proud to be.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Ham or mouth-watering hot dog that gives those stadium vibes, Sugardale's done the hard work for you. They know anything worth doing is worth doing right. So Sugardale expertly smokes, seasons, and cures their meats right here in Northeast Ohio. It's simple. Just head to your local grocer, reach for the package with the red oval, and leave the hard work to Sugardale.
If you dread buying a car, bet I know why. You don't like someone pushing a bunch of add-ons just to increase their sales commission. That's why you're going to love Firelands Auto Group. You see, along with a huge selection and simple upfront pricing, you'll find truly helpful sales folks who, get this, earn a flat fee. Yep, instead of higher commissions, their only concern is serving you. How about that? Firelands Auto Group, where buying a car feels good again. Visit firelandsautogroup.com.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Ready to bring you Cleveland Guardians baseball.
We take it one day at a time, win one game at a time, work our butts off to be the best team in baseball.
All these games are equally important. We'll go at them the same way we go at anybody. Trying to collect series wins and keep rolling.
Trying to find how this puzzle works.
White Knuckle City. Night in, night out, Day in, day out. Cleveland Guardians baseball in 2025.
Let's ball play and create chaos.
We need to play guards ball and see what happens.
Now we're ready. Here it comes. Cleveland Guardians baseball is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Guardians. By Progressive, bundle home and auto and save at progressive.com. By Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Cleveland Guardians. By Marathon, join Marathon Rewards today and start earning on every fill-up.
Good afternoon once again, everyone. Welcome back to Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland. Guardians and the Rays getting ready for the...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get... Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where? Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away. She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
Rosie here. You know catchers are a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program keeps your home pest-free year-round. You can choose from 3 options, basic, advantage, or premium. Each addresses different needs, budgets, and comes with a dedicated technician. Pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Don't bust your knuckles. Bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
Cleveland Metro Park's Emerald Necklace has 9 pristine golf courses surrounded by scenic beauty for you to explore. Book your tee time at clevelandmetroparks.com/golf. Your time, your place. Cleveland Metro Parks.
Peter & Company Jewelers in Avon Lake is family-owned and trusted for over 37 years. From engagement rings that take her breath away to timeless pieces that celebrate every milestone. Stop in or visit their website, peterjewelers.com. It's where Cleveland gets engaged.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.90.
Today the world smiles
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Out of the final wild card spot at 64 and 68. So both these ball clubs know that the odds are against them, but they have a shot if they can get hot. But they need to get hot right now, whether you're Tampa Bay or Cleveland. Umpires today, Nestor Ceja behind the plate, Todd Tishner, the crew chief, at first, Tom Hanahan at second, Adam Hammery at third. Cleveland taking the field in their home whites with the navy blue red trim and the red caps today with the navy blue bill. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay in their traveling blue jerseys, gray pants, some white and silver trim on those jerseys. 325 down both the left and right field lines, 370 to left center, 375 to right center, 400 to dead center. The 19-foot wall from the left field corner to center, then from center to the right field corner, a 9-foot wall. 35,000 is what this ballpark now holds. The 3 decks start out in right center, work their way around the right field foul pole to home plate. Then the 2 decks from home plate down the third base side, and then acres of bleacher seats out in left and left center. This will be the biggest crowd of the 3 games, which in some ways is not surprising because during the week, day games draw much better here in Cleveland than do the night games. However, you wondered today with school now in session, but nonetheless, we'll have the biggest crowd of the 3 days here with Tampa this afternoon. Slade Ciccone on the hill for the Guardians. The 26-year-old right-hander, 6'4", 230. Fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, changeup. He'll throw that fastball in the mid-90s and trying to finish the month of August with a good start. He has been so good this year for Cleveland since he joined the rotation in mid-May. But boy, August has not been a kind month for Slade Ciccone. In the month of August, in 4 starts, he's winless with an earned run average of almost 7. So Slade Ciccone today will be facing a Tampa Bay team that got shut out last night and is a ball club that very capable, as we saw on Monday night when they scored 9, but then last night shut out by the youngster Parker Messik, held to 5 hits. So the rubber match as Chandler Simpson steps in. Ciccone the set, and today's first pitch, and it's low, ball 1, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Game time temp of 68 degrees. Cicconi's next offering, and the left-handed hitting Simpson takes a strike to even the count. Chandler Simpson, one of the fastest runners in the game, second in the American League with 38 steals, batting .302, no homers, 21 RBIs. The next offering, and he fouls it back, 1-2 the count. He has no power whatsoever. He's got 11 doubles on the year. You look at Chandler Simpson, he makes his living with his legs. He's got a slug of .357. Now the 1-2 delivery. And he went curveball, missed down and in the count 2-2. Chandler Simpson, second round pick 3 years ago out of Georgia Tech. Left-handed batter, bit of a crouch, slightly open stance, the pitch. And he takes, and it's low again, full count. Ciccone making his first ever start against Tampa Bay, and Slade Ciccone, the Floridian who went to the University of Miami, lets it fly. Simpson drives it foul down the left side, still a full count. Ciccone, 5 wins, 6 losses, ERA .441, 18th start, no complete games, not quite 6 innings per start, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks per 9, 19 homers allowed in 17 starts. Now again, the 3-2. And he took strike 3. Simpson started for first, but a knee-high fastball got him looking, and that is the 7-pitch strikeout to start today's ball game for Slade Ciccone. Stephen Kwan is in left, Aniel Martinez in center, Nolan Jones in right, C.J. Kafus at first, Brian Rocchio at second, Gabriel Arias at short, Will Wilson at third, Austin Hedges catching. Yandy Diaz taking, and the first pitch missing for ball 1. Diaz 5 for 9 in the 2 games, batting .284, 22 homers, 74 RBIs. The 1-0. Outside a ball, 2-0. Ciccone tosses that baseball away. Asks home plate umpire Nestor Ceja for a baseball with some strikes in it. Now he's ready. The right-hander sets and delivers. And it's swung on, popped up foul, first base side, near the seats, and this becomes a souvenir. Boy, Yandy Diaz, since being traded by Cleveland to Tampa, has become one of the most consistent hitters in the American League. Won a batting title a couple of years ago. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he drills one to right field down the line. Fair ball. It'll ricochet into the corner. Diaz on his way to second. Head first slide and a double, beating the throw in from Nolan Jones. Boy, and we have seen that the last 2 days. Yandy Diaz driving that ball down the right field line into the corner for extra bases. His 25th double. He is just a tremendous hitter. Now the batter is Brandon Lau, left-handed hitting second baseman. 1 out, runner at second, no score in the first. The pitch to Lau, and it's a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Lau batting .263, 25 homers, 63 RBIs. Made the American League All-Star team this summer. The 1-0. And he sends one sky high near second base in the air. And second baseman Brian Rocchio, just to the right of the bag, makes the catch. Brandon Lau out number 2. Here's Junior Caminero. Caminero blasted 2 home runs on Monday night. Has hit 12 home runs this month. Good Lord. His future is unlimited. Caminero turned 22 on July 5th. Right-handed slugger, and he takes a first pitch strike on a front door slider. Caminero batting .259, 39 bombs, 94 runs batted in. Now the 0-1 pitch. Caminero takes a little wide, 1-1. The Tampa Bay franchise record for home runs in a season, 46 by Carlos Pena. Caminero has 39 with over a month to go. The pitch, swing and a miss, threw it by him. Good life on the fastball here in inning number 1 for Slade Ciccone. That was 96 miles per hour. No score, runner at second, 2 down, first inning. And a 1-2 count on Junior Caminero, a native of the DR. Now the 1-2. Way outside, yanked it, fastball, 2-2. That was 97 miles per hour. More velo from Ciccone than we have seen most of this year. Now the 2-2 delivery. That strike 3 called. Painted the outside corner at 96 miles an hour. Wow. Slade Ciccone reaching back for a little extra here in a scoreless first inning with Cleveland coming to bat.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Drew Rasmussen on the mound today for Tampa. Steven Kwan takes, and it's outside a ball. The right-hander, Rasmussen, 10-5 with a 2.62 ERA and 25 starts. Having a heck of a year. The 1-0. And Kwan lifts one in the air to left, not deep. Simpson coming in toward the line. 2 pitches, 1 out. Steven Kwan now 4 hits in his last 33 at-bats, and we've seen a lot more of that. Little lazy pop-ups and fly balls from Steven Kwan lately than we're used to seeing. Here's the switch-hitting Brian Arocchio in the 2-hole today, batting left-handed at second. Rasmussen, the set and the pitch, and he pumps one in there, a strike. Rasmussen, he's got a 6-pitch mix, fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, change, mid-90s. The pitch, fouled upstairs, 0-2 the count. Rasmussen this year, batting average against him, just .213 in going 10-5 with that 2.62 ERA. Now the pitch, and it's high. He only goes 5 innings to start. He's a guy that is now 30 years of age, 6'1", 240. Now the 1-2. And it's fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. Rasmussen has only given up 13 home runs this year in those 25 starts. Cleveland did not have a base hit last night after the first inning. They won 3-0. Thanks to great pitching. Now the 1-2. Missed inside, 2-2. In fact, Cleveland now has 13 hits in their last 4 games total. That's the fewest hits in the majors this year in a 4-game stretch. 13. The pitch, swing and a foul back. Mid-90s sinker. Still a 2-2 count in this scoreless first. Chandler Simpson in left. The center fielder, again, Everson Pereira. And in right field, Jake Mangum. Roquio fouling it back, still 2-2. On the dirt, Yandy Diaz at first. Brandon Lau at second. Carson Williams at short. Junior Caminero at third. And Hunter Fiducia doing the catching. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Another lazy fly to left. Shallow toward the line. In foul ground to make the catch is Simpson, and that's out number 2. That'll bring up Kyle Manzardo. He's DHing today. Both Jose Ramirez and Carlos Santana with a day off. Manzardo hitting .232, 21 homers, 56 RBIs. 2 down, nobody on. Scoreless in inning number 1. The pitch, up high and away, ball 1. Rasmussen, who's been used in his career out of the pen and as a starter. 4 games against Cleveland, lifetime, no decision, 6.75 ERA. The 1-0. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt, 1-1. But this is a career year for Drew Rasmussen, finally healthy. He, in essence, has had 3 Tommy Johns. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the foot. 1-2 the count on Manzardo, slow to get up. Rasmussen, in essence, had a quasi-third Tommy John surgery in July of 2023. He had that internal brace rather than the complete Tommy John reconstructive elbow surgery, but in a lot of ways, it's Tommy John, just the Cliff Notes version. Now the 1-2 delivery, and Manzardo takes down and away, threw him a pitch that didn't do much, 2-2. But he had his first Tommy John surgery in 2016, his second in 2018. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in at 97 miles an hour. You can see why he's having a career year with that kind of stuff. It's a scoreless game after.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
today and for generations to come. Visit NestleUSA.com to learn more.
The Glenn Beck Program.
Just to give you some real news.
Tomorrow from 10 to noon on WTAM 1100.
Second inning, no score. Josh Lowe fouling back the first pitch. He's DHing today. Lowe, a left-handed hitter. This year batting .235, 7 homers, 29 RBIs. Right-hander Slade Ciccone lets it fly. And the pitch down and away. And the count of ball and a strike. The next delivery. Swung on, drilled to right, base hit near the line. It'll scoot to the wall. And Lowe is on his way to second, standing up with his 18th double. Second double in the game for Tampa Bay in what is a scoreless second inning. Here is Everson Pereira, guy they got from the Yankees. Pereira batting .103, most of the year spent in the minor leagues. The pitch, and he sends one back and out of play, strike one. Pereira, another guy that could potentially be a part of this thing going forward. One thing about Tampa, the pitch, that's a breaking ball strike. They are not bashful when it comes to making trades and moving people around, young or old. Pereira is just 24 years of age. The pitch up high, 1-2. He came in the Jose Caballero trade. Caballero with 41 steals leads the American League. He's been playing some shortstop for the Yankees with the issues going on with Anthony Volpe. Now the 1-2. Swung on, a broken bat liner into left. That's a base hit. Lowe is being waved home. Coming home with a throw is Kwan. Off target in scoring is Lowe. Wow. A good throw, and Lowe would have been out by 20 feet. And normally Steven Kwan, who leads the American League in gunning down runners, is dead accurate. But that throw was way off to the first base side of home plate. And Lowe scored easily. That was a risky move with nobody out. But it works. 1-0 Tampa. Here's Jake Mangum. Switch hitter batting left-handed in right field. Give Pereira RBI number 1 here in 2025 for Everson Pereira. He's at first. And the throw over there has him diving back. Steven Kwan has stunned himself that he didn't gun down Low at the plate, just kind of by his reaction after that throw. The pitch, swung on, sliced to left down the line, foul by inches. That was close. So the switch hitting right fielder, Jake Mangum, batting .282, couple of homers, 34 RBIs. Runner at first, Everson Pereira. And still nobody out with Tampa on top, 1-0 here in the early going after they were shut out last night. That won't happen today. And Slade Ciccone has given up a run on 3 hits here in the first 2 innings. The pitch. Down and in, a curveball almost hit him in the back foot. And the count 1-2 strikes on Mangum, who played at Mississippi State University. Ciccone with the 1-2. Again, foul to the upper deck. We'll do it again at 1-2. Siccone's ready. Here it comes. Inside, turned him away with a fastball, 2-2. Nobody runs more than Tampa Bay. 172 steals for the Rays. That's 71 more steals than Cleveland. Now the 2-2. Down and in. Boy, right now I just can't find the strike zone. Throw to second, and they had Pereira thinking it was ball 4. He was kind of lollygagging from first to second. Got about a third of the way to second. Hedges gunned it to the shortstop, Arias, at second. But then Pereira able to get back to first. He had simply lost track of the count. Now the count is full with Pereira at first. Let's see if he's running. Nobody out, second inning. Rays up 1-0. Siccone's ready. Payoff pitch, runner goes, pitch swung on, chopper to short. Backhanded by Arias, throws across the body in the dirt, not in time. Oh, what an effort by Arias on an infield hit by Mangum, who can really run. With a runner going on the 3-2 pitch, Mangum chopped one to where the shortstop normally would be. Arias broke for the bag, then had to scamper back, make a backhand on the short hop, quickly throw to first, almost got Mangum, but it's an infield hit. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Carson Williams, Rays up 1-0. The rookie shows bunt, and the pitch up and away, a ball. How about that? The number 9 hitter on deck, and Carson Williams squared the bunt. Wilson at third, Kefas at first, in on the cut of the grass. Now the 1-0 pitch. Williams swings, hits a one-hopper to short. Arias to second one. Rocchio doubles up Williams, and Pereira ends up at third, 2 down. And boy, did Slade Ciccone need that double play. Now a runner at third, 2 out. 1-0 Tampa in the second. And the number 9 hitter is their new number 1 catcher, Hunter Fiducia. Fiducia came from the Dodgers at the deadline. Left-handed hitting catcher, takes down and in, ball 1. Fiducia spent a couple of years at a D2 college and then 1 year at LSU, and a 12th round pick by the Dodgers after 1 year in Baton Rouge. Fiducia sends one upstairs, foul, third base side, and the count 1-1. Fiducia this year at AAA for the Dodgers batted .290 before the trade. Now the 1-1. And he took it, a strike, 1-2. Guardians proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs, America's iron and steel leader. You can learn more. Go to cliffssteel.com. Ciccone from the set. Back partially turned toward the hitter. Fires. Pitch down low with the off speed. Good block by Hedges. 2-2. Off day tomorrow. Then a big double header of fireworks. Friday night and Saturday night. Double dip time with Rockin' Blast, the best fireworks show of the year. Hope you'll be here. Now the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again, 2-2. The City Connect bucket hat giveaway. That'll be Saturday night, thanks to Car Parts Warehouse. Now the 2-2 offering. Swung on, sliced foul to the left. And if it doesn't fit your head, it's a great way to make a large Caesar salad.
Versatility, that's the key.
That's what this ball club's all about. Able to be used in multiple different positions.
Have you made a Caesar salad in a bucket hat?
I've made it a lot worse. There were days when I was single. Here's the 2-2 to Fiducia. And he hits one upstairs foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Of course, when you were single, you were like, what's lettuce?
Yeah. Salad. No way.
Is that thing I eat on a date to make it look like I'm sophisticated? Now the 2-2 to Fiducia. Swung on, drilled to third, caught by Wilson. Well, it was a slog in the second inning for Slade Ciccone. He had to make 24 pitches, but he minimized.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
.com/join now. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
This is Bill Wills. Mike and I live from Firestone in the morning at the Guardians golf outing, WTAM 1100.
C.J. Kafus, he's in the cleanup spot today. Takes a strike from Drew Rasmussen. 1-0 Tampa, bottom of the second. The right-hander from the set lets it rip. And it's swung on, fouled back, 0-2 on Kafus. Batting .210, couple of homers, 8 RBIs since coming up. Don't forget, if Cleveland has a 4-run inning in any of the first 4, Conrad's giving away 4 Bridgestone tires. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss through the fastball right by him. Rasmussen with his second strikeout. Kafus quickly disposed of. Here's Gabriel Arias. Today's contestant in the Conrad Score 4 Win 4 new tires is Justin, McGillivray of Sandusky. What happened to Jones and Smith? Arias takes outside. So good luck to Justin McGillivray of Sandusky. Sign up at econrads.com. You just look for the hardest names. That pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, 1-1. Beg your pardon, 2-0.
5 letters don't apply.
Evidently.
Don't send your name in.
Now the 2-0 delivery. Inside, 3-0. Drew Rasmussen was originally a star at Oregon State University. Now the 3-0. There's the strike. 3-1. Stephen Kwan was a freshman when Drew Rasmussen was there. The pitch outside, ball 4. Boy, that program has put a lot of kids into the major leagues. And Rasmussen was at Oregon State for 4 years because he had Tommy John surgery. He actually threw a perfect game against Washington State. Now the pitch, Nolan Jones taking. It's a strike on a curveball. 1 out, 1 on, second inning, 1-0 Tampa. Rasmussen, 6th round pick coming out of Oregon State by Milwaukee, 2018. Now the 0-1. And before it's made a throw to first, backstanding Arias. Eventually, Milwaukee traded Rasmussen to Tampa. That was in the Willie Adames trade. Willie Adames really played well for the Brewers, then signed that huge contract this past winter with the Giants. The 0-1. Swung on, drilled. There's a base hit. Right center field for Jones. Arias hits second. He'll hustle his way to third. Of course, Tampa Bay thought they could trade Willie Adames because they had Wander Franco. Now he is Long gone after all of his legal issues. We're not even getting into it. It's too disgusting. Runners at the corners. 1 down, second inning. 1-0. Tampa Bay, and here's Will Wilson. Jose Ramirez getting a day off. Wilson, right-handed hitting third baseman. Safety squeeze is on. He laid down a perfect bunt to first. Nobody covering first. Run scores. Everybody safe. RBI bunt single by Will Wilson on a safety squeeze ties the game at 1. And that was a hard pitch to bunt. It was in on his thumbs. Wilson got it down first baseline about 30 feet. Arias broke for the plate. First baseman Yandy Diaz had one play. That was at first. The problem was nobody covered the bag. Wilson gets his second RBI with the Guardians. 2 on, 1 out. Angel Martinez lays a bunt down. Barehand grab by Rasmussen. Pitcher throws out Martinez. They're giving him a sacrifice, which is completely erroneous. But again, on a day game in Cleveland, bring your white out because the official score will likely change it. No one is laying down a sac bunt with 1 down. So 2 down, runners second and third for Austin Hedges. Righty-righty matchup. Check swing, pitch outside. Bottom line, though, Will Wilson laid down that beauty of a safety squeeze bunt, and the Guardians have tied it at 1. 2 down. The set. The pitch. Hedges cuts and misses. 1-1 the count. Jones at third. Wilson at second. Game tied at 1. Hedges batting .140. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. He fouls it straight back. 1-2 the count. The electrified Toyota Tundra Hybrid, designed, engineered, and built in the U.S. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Rasmussen with a 1-2 offering. Way high and outside, a lunging grab by the catcher Fiducia going to his right. 2-2 the count. Jones at third, Wilson at second. Now the 2-2. Bullseye and ball called. Oh my. Rasmussen was off the mound on his way to the first base dugout. He's asking home plate umpire Nestor Ceja, very nicely I might add, was that inside? Was it low? Ceja shrugged his shoulders. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out again. Third strikeout for Rasmussen. But Cleveland ties it up on a beauty of a safety squeeze by Will Wilson. 1-1 after 2 on the Cleveland Clinic radio network.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
.com.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Top of the order, top of the third, 1-1 game. Slade Ciccone, Chandler Simpson shows bunt, takes a strike. Simpson called out on strikes his first time up. No shutout here today. How about that? Haven't said that in a while. The 0-1. Swung on, golfed in the air to shallow left. Stephen Kwan in to grab it. When I say that, the last 4 games Cleveland has played in, somebody has been shut out. But not today. 1-1 game, third inning for Yandy Diaz, doubled his first time up. Yandy Diaz is one of the most likable guys that you'll ever come across in this game. The pitch. Touch high, ball one, out of Cuba. Twice, Yandy Diaz was caught and arrested trying to defect from Cuba. Each time he was put in jail for 3 weeks. That pitch inside, 2-0. On his third attempt, they waited in tall grass until their motorized raft arrived. Think of that. The 2-0. In there, a strike, 2-1. They left Cuba at about 2 in the morning. Can you imagine being on an ocean, pitch black, in a raft, going to the Dominican Republic, and they got there 12 hours later. The 2-1 pitch, fouled at the plate, 2-2. And Yandy has said that at that time, they literally saw sharks swimming alongside the raft. I mean, after that, can anything faze you in life, much less a baseball game? The 2-2 to Yandy Diaz, swung on a chopper to third. Fair ball, backhanded and foul, ground by Wilson, but has no play on Diaz, who has his 7th hit in this series. Here's Brandon Lau, popped up his first time.
I mean, even if you take the Sharks out of the equation, just the high seas and
oh my
who knows
Lord,
what kind of boat they're in.
Yeah.
Just remarkable.
Here's Brandon Lau, popped up his first time. 1 out, 1 on, 1-1, third inning. The pitch fouled at the plate. Well, when he played with the Indians, he never played for the Guardians. Yandy Diaz, I don't think you've ever met a guy that worked harder on getting his body in shape. Now the 0-1. Swung on, this is pounded. Deep right center field. This ball is gone. Wow, did Brandon Lau put a charge into it. His 26th home run. Deep into right center field. And it's 3-1 Tampa Bay. 416 feet for Brandon Lau. And Slade Ciccone has now given up in the month of August in 5 starts, 7 home runs. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and Lau jumped all over it. 3-1 Tampa Bay, 1 out. Third inning, here's Junior Caminero. Cuts and misses at a cutter, strike 1. Righty-righty encounter. Caminero struck out looking first time up. Sends one high in the air to deep left. This has got a chance. Kwan is back near the wall, reaches up and snags it. And again, he hit that with one hand out on his front foot, and Caminero almost hit another home run. Talk about strong. 2 down for Josh Lowe. Lowe doubled and scored. Takes a strike. Well, our good friend Bill Cosgrove, the owner of Union Home Mortgage, Ken Babby, the owner of the Akron Rubber Ducks. Here's the next delivery. Check swing. Pitch low, 1-1. They were here the other night. They're part of the new ownership group for the Tampa Bay Rays, as they have been sold to an owner out of Jacksonville. But Bill Cosgrove and Ken Babby, a part of that minority group that's part of the main ownership group. That pitch fouled upstairs, and those are two really good men when you talk about Bill Cosgrove and what he's done here in Cleveland at Union Home Mortgage, and what Ken Babby's done down in Akron with Cleveland's AA club. The pitch to low, and it's down in the dirt, 2-2.
And challenging times for the Rays right now, but potentially exciting times if the ballpark situation can be clarified a little bit more.
Yeah, it's only been 25 years
yes.
that it's been a murky situation. The 2-2, swung on, fouled. No, little tamper back to the mound. Thought he may have fouled it off his foot and it ricocheted, but it was a fair ball back to Ciccone. Throws out Josh Lowe. By the way, when it comes to the Rays and their new stadium.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Moniak on the run, sliding grab, and he can't get it. It rolls up the line.
Well, a bloop single and now a bloop double. You see him just slip right off the bat.
Clean up on base number 1.
Lourdes throws the pineapple up the line. What is going on down here?
Back in the produce section.
that's good.
How about that? Myers went all the way to the 380 mark. He had that in his glove. Wow.
Ride? Look no further than Firelands Auto Group, your trusted dealer for Chevy, Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Volkswagen, and Toyota. With locations in Vermilion, Norwalk, Sandusky, and Worcester, they make car shopping easy and convenient. Whether you need a truck, sedan, or SUV, they have the perfect vehicle for you. Competitive pricing, unbeatable customer service, and a huge selection. That's the Firelands Auto Group promise. Visit them today or check out their inventory online at firelandsautogroup.com.
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Stephen Kwan leads off, bottom of the third. Drew Rasmussen, the right-hander, fires. Kwan fouling it back, 0-2. 3-1 Tampa Bay. Erica Melendez of Canfield, the Hyundai Grand Slam contestant, trying to win that prize package this inning if Cleveland gets a Grand Slam. The 0-2 outside and low, went with a changeup. You can visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter. Good luck to Erica Melendez of Canfield. The pitch. Kwan sends a liner down the left side, foul off the netting. Still a 1-2 count. Just to finish up the thoughts on the new ownership group, you hope they're able to get a new ballpark. This organization deserves it. They're one of the best organizations in the game. The 1-2. And Kwan fouling it off. Tampa Bay has proven year in and year out they do more with less. And they're a perennial playoff team. They've been to a couple of World Series. And they deserve a brand new home. The pitch. High, 2-2, but they have to build it in Tampa. They're not going to draw in St. Pete. That's been proven. But, boy, there's an awful lot of political warfare going on down there when it comes to a new ballpark. Now the 2-2, up and in, full count.
It seems like it's a slam dunk. You build it in Tampa. The hockey team's doing great attendance-wise in Tampa. They have the football team there, so why not? But I guess there's other hurdles to overcome.
Travis Hafner's in Tampa. Makes it easier for Pronk. The pitch. Kwan skies one. Foul. First base side. Yandy Diaz fighting the stands. The sun. It's off the netting. And we take a 10-second station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeartRadio station.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze with you. Third inning, 3-1 Tampa. Payoff pitch to Stephen Kwan. And he sends a weak fly ball to center. Pereira camped under it. That is out number one. Here's Brian Rocchio flying out to left his first time up. Off day tomorrow, then we'll see. Seattle this weekend. Seattle is the only club in the major leagues this year that has not had a left-handed pitcher start a game. That won't change this weekend either. Rocchio sends a line drive towards right, caught on a little mini jump by Mangum, the right fielder. 2 down. Here's Kyle Manzardo, struck out his first time up. Of course, Seattle right now trails Houston by a game and a half in the West, and Seattle the third wild card team at the moment in the American League. Be good to see Josh Naylor have bat will travel. 2 down, 3-1 Rays. Third inning, the pitch. Manzardo with a weak fly, shallow center. Pereira coming in. Gives way to the left fielder Simpson, who cut in front of him in shallow center to make the catch. 3-1 Rays after 3 in the Cleveland Clinic Radio.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Bill Wills. We're back in the morning. News, sports, traffic, and weather together on the 10s, WTAM 1100.
Guardians trailing 3-1 as we hit the fourth inning here in downtown Cleveland. Slade Ciccone back to work, and his first pitch is low and outside for ball one to Everson Pereira. The right-handed hitting center fielder, RBI single his first time up. First run batted in the big leagues this season. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good slider that time from Ciccone. And those are the pitches, the slider and the curve, which haven't been as effective for him in recent starts, and as a result he has struggled. Here's the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. He has the good velocity on his hard stuff, but if the hitters can discount the breaking stuff, obviously they can stay on the fastball. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's a good slider, and he chalks up his third strikeout in the ball game. One away here in the 4th inning. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton. Great to have you with us on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Brian Matze. Unfortunately, Matze's inside at Command Center because we have a great day outside here at Progressive Field. Jake Mangum steps in. The pitch to him, down low, ball 1. Switch hitter singled his first time up. Light breeze today. It's blowing across from left to right. Mainly clear skies. A couple of puffy clouds up above, but not much. The 1-0 swung on, popped up foul and out of play. And the count's now 1-1 on Mangum. Mississippi State product. Took him a little bit to reach the major leagues with a couple of different organizations, but it's happened now with Tampa Bay. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball down low. Count moves to 2-1 on Mangum. Each team scored a run in the second, and then Brandon Lau's 2-run home run. Top of the third is the difference in a 3-1 game as Mangum lines one foul down the left side and out of play. Guardians trying to make it 2 straight in the win column after they snapped that lengthy losing skid, 6-game skid heading into play last night, but the great effort by Parker Messik and 3 runs in the first inning got the job done for the Guardians. Now the 2-2 to Mangum. Swung on, and that's looped to third, caught by Wilson. A broken bat with the bat head ending up past the pitcher's mound on the first base side, and Ciccone picks up the remains, hands them to the bat boy, and Mangum will need some new lumber next time. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Carson Williams, the shortstop for the Rays. Time for today's Cleveland Clinic Caregiver Shout Out. Big thanks to the caregivers at Lutheran Hospital for everything they do to care for patients and families. Williams takes strike 1 on the outside corner. More good heat from Ciccone, 95 on the fastball that time. He's right back to it. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball down low. Williams bounced into a double play his first time up. Just up from AAA Durham, and he's hit safely in each of his first 4 major league games. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Excellent fielding shortstop who has hit at least 20 home runs in each of his last 3 minor league seasons on his way up the Tampa Bay minor league ladder. Very highly regarded prospect. The 2-1 swung on, lashed foul off to the first base side, off the netting. And it's 2-2 on Williams. Tampa Bay 3, Guardians 1. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Rays. 1 run, 2 base hits for the Guardians. Ciccone delivers, and it's swung on, grounded to short. In the hole, backhand stop Arias. Long throw, good scoop by Manzardo in time for the out. And the side is retired. Arias does it again. Great play defensively. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 Tampa Bay over the Guardians.
At Bet365, wait.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
WTAM 1100, a preset on our free iHeartRadio app, and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Bottom of the fourth inning underway, and C.J. Kafis swings and misses at the first pitch from Drew Rasmussen. Cutter tied him up inside, and it's 0-1 on Kafis. 3-1, Guardians trailing here in the fourth. Rasmussen delivers, and his pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Kafis, who struck out his first time up. Gabriel Arias is next, then Nolan Jones. Here comes the 0-2. Down low, ball one. Rasmussen on a nice stretch here. Really, his whole season has been solid, but August in particular, 2-0 in 4 August starts. He's only allowed 3 runs in the month in 23 and a third innings coming in. The 1-2, up and in. That brushed him back. And the count's now 2-2 on Kafis. Pulled the hands in there so he didn't get hit. Kafis, left-handed hitter, stands right on top of home plate. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, looped foul, and out of play off to the left. So we'll do it again on 2-2 to Kafis. The rookie out of the University of Miami. Back-to-back really impressive minor league seasons for Kafis. Here's the 2-2. Down low, ball 3. And now deeper into that first month in the major leagues. And they're at first base today. We've seen him in the outfield as well. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, and that's blasted high and deep, but foul down the left side. Out of play. We'll do it again on 3-2 to C.J. Kafis. Another payoff pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, foul back again. And we'll do it again on 3-2. Tom mentioned earlier that the Tommy John surgery while Rasmussen was at Oregon State. And he just recently recovered from a third elbow operation. They put that internal brace in there. The 3-2. And that's in there. Called strike 3. Kafis caught looking. And there's one down in the inning. So he's had the injury issues. Came back last season, made 16 appearances, and now healthy this year. And they did sign him to a contract extension through next season with a club option for 27. So I feel confident that he'll be able to stay healthy. Arias chops one foul at home plate. And it's 0-1 on Gabriel Arias. Tampa Bay 3, Guardians 1. Bottom half of the fourth inning. Arias walked and scored the Guardians' run his first time up in the second. The 0-1. On the outside corner for a strike. Good cutter that time by Rasmussen. The right-hander from the stretch all the time. Here's his 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went with a slider that time, and Arias couldn't catch up. Too far outside, and he swings and misses for strike 3. That's 5 strikeouts now for Rasmussen. Nolan Jones will step in. Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon's here to keep you and your team fueled up all summer long. Marathon driven together. Jones takes a pitch up and in for ball 1. Jones with a single to right his first time up. Left-handed batter getting the start in right field today. Here's the 1-0. That's in tight. 2-0 the count on Jones. Now the 2-0 pitch from Rasmussen. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left, tailing back to Simpson. And the left fielder makes the catch to retire the side. Guardians go in order in the fourth. We head to the fifth. It's Tampa Bay 3.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
If you were to find a jersey or if you swap a jersey with one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so
Nice.
I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Maybe Judge. He's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie'd be a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
Cleveland Guardians.
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Three to 1, Tampa Bay in front as we hit the 5th inning, and Slade Ciccone fires strike one on the inside corner to Hunter Fiducia, a left-handed hitting catcher for the Rays. Line to third his first time up. Then he takes a pitch outside and high for a ball to even the count at 1-1. 9-1-2 in the Tampa Bay lineup, due in against Ciccone here in the 5th. Ciccone. He works from the stretch at all times. What do he do now? Here's the 1-1. Swung on, bouncing ball to third. Right there is Wilson. He's up with it. Throws to first in time for the out. One down. Back to the top of the lineup for Chandler Simpson. Hit up MLBshop.com. They have the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and more. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of the Guardians. Here's Simpson 0 for 2. He has struck out looking and lined to left. Wilson in on the grass at third. Here's the pitch. And it's down low for ball one. And just at the cut of the grass is Kafis over at first base. Here comes the 1-0 from Ciccone. Swung on, looped foul back into the net. 1-1 the count. Simpson with those 38 stolen bases and did not start the season in the major leagues with Tampa Bay. Here's the 1-1. Strike called on the outside corner. 1-2 the count on Chandler Simpson. Playing in his 84th game here today. So not a full season in the major leagues for him yet. Next pitch to him, down low for a ball. Here's that quick pitch that we'll see sometimes from Ciccone. Especially with 2 strikes on the hitter, he does that. Now the 2-2. Swung on, bounced to short. Right there, Arias fires to first in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Yandy Diaz. Get you the injury report this half inning, presented by Elk & Elk. For a team of injury lawyers dedicated to every client every day. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. John Means with another rehab start last night, this time with Columbus in Louisville. Pitched 3 innings. Here's the pitch. And it's outside for ball one to Diaz, who's 2 for 2, 7 hits, in the series for Diaz. Means continues to track well to try and make that comeback completely from Tommy John surgery. Next pitch to Diaz in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. 1-2 now on Diaz. Ciccone looking for a quick inning, get his team back in the dugout. And here's his pitch, and it's low and outside. Two and two the count on Diaz. Ciccone delivers. Just missed off the outside edge. And now Ciccone wants a new baseball. Diaz with a double his first time up, and then he singled and later scored. He was on base when Brandon Lau went deep in the third inning, and that's the difference in the game, that 2-run home run by Lau. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, a chopper to short. Nice hop for Arias. Easy play on to first in time for the out. Quick inning for Ciccone. Sets him down in order. 3-1 Tampa Bay over the Guardians heading to the bottom of the fifth.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool. 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
As someone who grew up in the era of the twist, the locomotion, the Freddy, and other outrageous dances, the floss is easily the worst of all time.
The fan did touch that ball, and that's a big whoops. Any relation to Grant? I don't know. That guy was having a hard time figuring out what screen he was supposed to be looking at.
What a play! Alan Rodin. And hopefully he is all right.
Look at it's his eye black. That's his eye black. It has been transferred from face to wall.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
News and politics and who knows.
Noon to 3 tomorrow. WTAM 1100.
Will Wilson leads things off for the Guardians. Fifth inning, and he swings and misses at the hard stuff from Drew Rasmussen. 3-1 Tampa Bay in front. Wilson with an RBI squeeze play. A safety squeeze bunt back in the second inning that provided the run, and he swings and skies one to shallow center, slipping and starting late and unable to get there is the center fielder Pereira, and it drops in for a base hit for Wilson. But Pereira initially broke back as it was a full swing, but Wilson may have caught that off the end of the bat, and when Pereira tried to get going, he kind of spun his wheels, fell down, and couldn't get up in time to make the catch. So we'll see if the Guardians can take advantage of that break. It's a leadoff single for Wilson. And now Angel Martinez. Here's the pitch to him. He swings, lines it to left. Shallow coming in, making the catch is Chandler Simpson, the left fielder. So a quick out by Martinez, and now Austin Hedges will step in. Don't forget the Ballpark Pass presented by Planet Fitness is now on sale. You can pick it up for just $54 for September, and you'll get a standing room ticket for every home game next month. A limited number of passes are available at CLEguardians.com/ballparkpass. The pitch to Hedges, swing and a miss, strike one. Hedges struck out his first time up. Veteran catcher with Wilson at first base. 1 down in the 5th. Guardians trailing by 2. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and drilled. Left center field, hit well. Back Pereira leaps up and makes the catch on the run. Well, it's a nice catch by Pereira as he jumped right at the end to haul it in. Hedges hit it well on a line, but he's denied. And now we go back to the top of the lineup for Stephen Kwan. Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon, they are here to keep you and your team fueled up all summer long. Marathon, driven together. Kwan's 0 for 2. He has fly to left, fly to center. Here's the pitch to him. On the outside corner for a strike. Drew Rasmussen. This is the usual for him much of the season, and especially lately. Came in with an ERA just over 2.5. Here's the pitch. Kwan looks at a strike on the outside corner, and quickly it's 0-2. And the Rays have given Rasmussen 3 runs to work with, and so far that's been enough as he's holding a 3-1 lead. Quick throw to first. Diving back in is Wilson. Guardians stay home. They welcome the Mariners on Friday night after an off day tomorrow. Tampa Bay headed to Washington. They'll take on the Nationals this weekend. Here's the 0-2. There goes the runner. The pitch is down low. No throw by Fiducia as he couldn't find it on that pitch in the dirt. And it's a stolen base for Wilson. That's his second in the big leagues. Wilson getting the call with Daniel Schneemann on the paternity list. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Kwan. Fastball up. And the count's now 2-2. Guardians trying to cut into that 2-run deficit here in the 5th inning. Runner in scoring position. Rasmussen with the 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Big cut that time by Kwan on a cutter. And he was just under it. Kwan trying to recapture some of that first half magic when he was well up over the 300 mark. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and he lines it to left. Simpson moving over, can't get to it, plays it on a hop. Rounding third, heading for home and scoring is Wilson. Hits a 2-out RBI single for Kwan. And the Guardians have cut the lead to 1. It's now Tampa Bay 3 and Cleveland 2 on the RBI single by Kwan. All right, there's Stephen Kwan, a line drive to the opposite field. He's been hitting a lot of fly balls that way and the center as well, but that more of a good solid line drive, and he drives in his 41st run of the season. Kyle Snyder, the longtime pitching coach for Tampa Bay, out to the mound to have a chat with Rasmussen. Hey, check out the Guardians CLE Inspires Week online auction. That's your chance to bid on one-of-a-kind merchandise and experiences, with all the proceeds benefiting Cleveland Guardians charities. The auction closes at Sunday at 9 o'clock. Visit CLEGuardians.com to put your bid in today. And last night, the 7th annual Give-a-thon raised more than $100,000. So things are active already in CLE Inspires Week. Here's Brian Rocchio, 0 for 2. Hit the ball hard his last time up, a line out to right. Here's the pitch to him. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. Guardians with that tying run on base. 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Tampa Bay in front. Rasmussen throws to first. Back safely is Kwan. Now the set by Rasmussen. Long hold. Another throw to first, and Kwan's back, and now that's the second throw over, so the next time he has to pick off Kwan, or Kwan will be awarded second base. And it's usually a great opportunity to run. The set, there goes Kwan. The pitch is up high, the throw down, a good one, not in time. That throw sailed on Fiducia just at the very last spot, and that pulled Williams over to that first base side of second, and he couldn't get the tag down, but the Rays are not convinced that he didn't tag him on the way by, so they're going to challenge this. So this one will go to New York for a replay review.
New York.
If it holds, Kwan has a stolen base, and the Guardians have that tying run in scoring position. If not, Tampa Bay's headed back to the dugout, and they'll come out and start hitting in the sixth. So we shall see. Guardians and Rays wrapping up this series here. Hope to see you here Friday night. What a great night that'll be. The 30th anniversary of Cleveland's 1995 American League pennant. And a lot of members of that team will be here and honored pregame. So get here early, as players and coaches from that team will be here. It's also a Sugardale Dollar Dog Night, and the first night of Rockin' Blast presented by Echo Health. So come on down to the ballpark. Seats still available at CLEGuardians.com. Big weekend, Mariners in town. Chance to make up some ground on the team ahead of them that's currently in that third and final wild card playoff spot. Seattle, they came in the wild card chase with a 5-game lead on the Guardians. They were 3 up on Kansas City, then Texas 4.5 back. The Guardians 5 back. The Yankees, the top wild card club right now, and they have a day game today at home against Washington.
Still overturned, runners out. Tampa Bay retains their challenge. The call on the field is overturned. The runners out. Tampa Bay retains their challenge.
Wow, there you have it. They did get the tag down, and that retires the side. The Guardians had a run, but we'll head to the 6th. 3-2, Tampa Bay in front.
At Cleveland State University, they are determined, creative, innovative, and so much more.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Finding signs. Contact the experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com. Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
Brandon Lau leads off the 6th inning, 3-2 Tampa Bay. Slade Cicconi's pitch in there, called strike on a fastball. Lau broke the 1-1 tie with a 2-run bomb to right center back in the 3rd. The other Tampa run came in the 2nd on an Everson Pereira RBI single. Cleveland RBI singles by Stephen Kwan and Will Wilson. The pitch, a little outside, 1-1. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton back with you. Along with Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze. 68 degrees on a sunny day in downtown Cleveland. Light breeze blowing out. The pitch swung on, smashed on one hop to first. Diving towards second, Kefas has it. Gets up and gets it to Slade Ciccone covering for the out. Boy, Kefas can play first. He has made a couple of terrific plays. That was a one-hop BB that he smothered on the back end, diving towards second. Here's Junior Caminero. Slade Ciccone has struck out 3, not walked a batter. Trying to get his first win in over a month. First pitch, in there, a strike. Last win for Slade Ciccone came way back on July 18th when he beat the Athletics. Pitch is high, 1-1 the count. 3 runs, 6 hits for Tampa. 2 runs, 4 hits for Cleveland. 6th inning. Nice matinee crowd on hand. Now the 1-1. Waved at 1-2 the count. Matt Festa warming in the Cleveland bullpen. Ciccone at 92 pitches. Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Guardians. 28 locations in Northeast Ohio, ready to provide solutions to help get you there. Now the 1-2. Missed outside, 2-2. Junior Caminero with 4 home runs in the last 4 games, 39 on the year. The 2-2. Low, full count. Now the payoff. Caminero cuts and misses. Struck him out on a good sinker. 5, make that 4 strikeouts for Ciccone. 2 down in the 6th. Still a 3-2 Tampa lead. The batter Josh Lowe, a double and a tapper to the mound. Lowe, brother Nate Lowe, delivers a called strike. The 0-1 just missed. A little outside, maybe low. 1-1. Ciccone lets it fly, and the pitch fouled into the sweets behind home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Nothing better than a midweek day game. Atlanta playing in Miami, hammering the Marlins 9-0. They're in the 5th inning. Lowe pops it up. The third baseman, Will Wilson, with a catch, and Slade Ciccone, 99 pitches through 6. His day is likely over, but he gives Cleveland a quality start.
Everyone turns to you for advice on indulging their finest wins, Taurus, whether it's splurging on a new fit or investing in some new technology. But as much as you know how to enjoy yourself, you also have a strong, prudent streak. You can treat the team to a decadent post-game dinner, but also make them hit the cold plunge in the morning.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human He eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar.
Hi, it's Phil Wills. You get us on for the Guardian. Stick around for Bloom Daddy after the game. WTAM 1100.
Brian Rocchio cuts at the first pitch from Drew Rasmussen. 3-2 Rays, bottom of the sixth. Rocchio flied out, lined out. Batting left-handed, hitting second today, playing second. He backs away from a pitch down and in, 1-1 the count. Drew Rasmussen has struck out 5, walked 1. Continues to have a career year on the mound. The pitch swung on a high chopper to second. Came up almost to the shoulders on the bounce. And a routine play there for Brandon Lau to throw out Rocchio, 1 down. Off day for Jose Ramirez today. So Kyle Manzardo hitting third. The DH has struck out, fly down. Rasmussen lets it fly and a check swing strike. Rasmussen trying to make it 5 straight wins. He delivers, and it's fouled straight back. 0-2. Now the 2-strike pitch, and it's fouled upstairs behind the plate. We'll do it again at 0-2. Yankees have hit 5 home runs today. Yankees scoring 9 runs in the third inning, blasting Washington 10-0 in the fourth. The pitch, again, fouled back by Manzardo. Count still 0-2. It's kind of the Yankees in a nutshell. They hit home runs, they're pretty good. They don't hit home runs, they're not very good. Now the 0-2. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right now in the East, Toronto leads Boston by 4. The Yankees by 4.5. Now the 1-2. Hit foul outside of first. Still 1-2. Detroit run away in the Central. Houston a game and a half ahead of Seattle in the West. National League, Philly leads the Mets by 5. Milwaukee leads the Cubs by 6.5. Dodgers a game better than San Diego. Now the 1-2. Fouled it back again. Good at bat here for Kyle Manzardo. Count stays 1-2. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Here it comes. And Manzardo hits it foul again. Lower deck, third base side. Still a 1-2 count. 2 starting pitchers today in Slade Ciccone and Drew Rasmussen. Neither guy works out of a windup. Both work from a set position. Now the 1-2. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow right. The second baseman, Lau, makes the catch. 9-pitch at bat, but Manzardo out number 2 in the 6th. 3-2 Tampa Bay. Here's C.J. Kafus has struck out swinging and looking. Biggest fireworks show of the year this weekend. It's Rock and Blast Friday and Saturday nights. Thanks to Echo Health. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com. The pitch hit on the ground toward first. Routine for Diaz. Makes the play himself. And that'll take care of Cleveland here quickly in the 6th. 3-2 Rays. Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
edu/medicine.
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Matt Fest on to pitch now as Slade Ciccone gave Cleveland a very solid start. 6 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, struck out 4, 99 pitches. The right-hander, Matt Festa, delivers a swing and a miss by Everson Pereira. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Festa here in the 7th with the Rays up 3-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Festa's 49th appearance. 3 wins, 3 losses, a 4.71 ERA. The 0-2. Wow, good looking slider. Strike 3 called on the outer edge. That'll take care of Pereira. 1 down in the 7th. Here's Jake Mangum, 1 for 2 with a single. Off day tomorrow, then Cleveland plays 17 consecutive days. The pitch, strike called. Of course, you can expand the rosters by 2 players. You can add 1 pitcher. Out of those 2 comes September 1st. Mangum takes up high, 1-1.
Lucena up for the Tampa Bay Rays.
But when you look at Columbus, be interesting to see who they bring up. The pitch foul down the left side. And the count 1-2. Nobody's knocking the door down, let's just put it that way. Today, Columbus got whacked by Louisville, 8-2. Travis Bazzana went 0 for 4 and batting .209 at AAA. So it won't be him. Here's Jake Mangum digging back in, taking a high breaking ball, 2-2. One of those years you look down at Columbus and you're like, not really sure where you're going to get any help. Pitch swung on line to center, caught by Martinez. So Mangum out number 2. That's not to disparage anybody on the minor league level, but usually this time of the year you got a pretty good idea of who you might see back in Cleveland. Now, of course, the rosters can only go up to 2 more, 28 total. Here's Carson Williams, 2 groundouts to short. 3-2 Tampa, shoots one back to the screen, foul, strike 1. So it'll be interesting to see who they bring up, because again, there's nobody right now that's jumping off the page saying, hey, I should be in the big leagues. The 0-1. Missed outside with a slider, 1-1 the count. Williams' 5th major league game for the top prospect in the Rays system. The shortstop cuts and misses at another slider, 1-2 the count. 3-2 Tampa, 7th inning, bases empty, 2 down. I think it'd be fun to see George Valera get a chance on the big league level. Kid's finally healthy. Man, he can't buy a break. The pitch. Wow. Well, there was nothing wrong with it, but it's called a ball, 2-2. The next pitch, up and in, full count. Now the payoff. Swing and a miss. Good inning by Matt Festa. Stretch time at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Tampa Bay 3, Cleveland 2 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Check out the Guardians online auction for your chance to bid on one-of-a-kind merchandise and experiences, including a behind-the-scenes broadcast experience and lunch for 15 friends in the new visiting clubhouse. Proceeds benefit Cleveland Guardians charities. Visit CLEGuardians.com/CLE Inspires auction to bid today.
The Glenn Beck Program. Just to give you some real news. Tomorrow from 10 to noon on WTAM 1100.
Right-hander Edwin Uceda coming on to pitch. What a job by Drew Rasmussen. Man. Having a career year, and you can see why. Bottom of the 7th. Tampa Bay with the lead, 3-2. What else is new? Tampa Bay is bringing out somebody from the bullpen that throws mid to upper 90s. Edwin Uceda facing Gabriel Arias. The pitch, and it's swung on, fouled upstairs, strike 1. Uceda making his 57th appearance 9 wins, a save, 3.90 ERA, 83 strikeouts in 60 innings. The pitch, fastball strike, 0-2. Uceda. You spell that last name Uceta. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No. 1-2. Uceda. A lot of fastballs, a lot of changeups, some cutters, some sliders. The right-hander, belt high, hands are held, and the pitch hit on the ground between first and second into right. Base hit. That's nice to see, a pitch away, and Gabriel Arias not trying to do too much with it and just go with it. And he poked it the other way, and that's a base hit. Cleveland's only had 5 of them today. Cleveland's had 18 hits in the last 5 games.
23,316, 2-3-3-1-6.
Here's Nolan Jones. Backs away from a ball underneath his arms. Jones 1 for 2 with a single. 3-2 Rays. Tying run at first, nobody out. 7th inning. Arias draws the throw, back standing. Easily the biggest crowd of this 3-game series, even though kids are back in school once again. Day baseball in the middle of the week. Draws way better. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. 1-1. 23,316. Uceda, he's ready. Here's the 1-1. Down low. Doubled up on the change. 2-1. Tampa has an off day in our nation's capital tomorrow. Cleveland has an off day at Firestone. Now the 2-1. And the pitch made as Jones had been given time. And he got out of the way from a pitch that came in a little high and inside because Uceda was kind of trying to hold up too. Three to 2 Rays, 1 on, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. The 2-1 to Jones, and he fouls it off at the plate. A 3rd straight changeup to Nolan Jones. 2-2 the count. Wow. The advance report obviously has been, and we've seen it now more than just this series, throw this Cleveland lineup a lot of changeups. The 2-2 got him swinging. And a fastball. Let's take 10 seconds for station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeartRadio station.
Tom Hamilton with you, along with Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze. 3-2 Tampa as Will Wilson takes a strike. Wilson, safety squeeze bunt single for an RBI. Then a single and a run scored his next time up. Uceda fires. Wilson cuts through it. 0-2. The next delivery, fouled at the plate. Wilson stays alive at 0-2. The set. The 2-strike offering. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Swung on, banged foul through the third base coaching box. Still a 1-2 count. Hey, when other roofers disappear, Legacy Roofing's there. They'll make it watertight or right. Legacy, standing by its roof. Work every time. Call 855-GOT-ROOF. Go to legacyroofing.com. Now the pitch. Wilson rips one into left. That's a base hit near the line. Arias, big turn, holds at second. A career day for Will Wilson, his first ever 3-hit game in the big leagues. Here's Angel Martinez. 0 for 1. He'll bat left-handed. Boy, Martinez just... Kyle Snyder now out of the first base dugout, pitching coach heading to the mound. Angel Martinez, this is really problematic. A switch hitter and a 90-point difference between left-handed and right-handed. Martinez batting 199 coming in today, left-handed. And you can't have those kind of splits, because if you do, as a switch hitter, if you have almost a 100-point difference from one side of the plate or the other, then you're not going to be playing every day. You might be a switch hitter, but you're not going to play, in this case, against right-handed pitching unless Angel Martinez can get that rectified. And that's going forward when you think of next year in the future. So, tying run at second, go-ahead run at first, 1 out, 7th, 3-2, Tampa. Martinez digs in. Uceda, the pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow right, near the line. Lau, foul ground, second baseman, retires Martinez. 2 down. The next question's going to be, why in the world were the Tampa Bay cornermen playing in, looking for a bunt with 1 down, and the club down a run in the 7th? Oh well. Kevin Cass will make a move to the pen. 3-2 Rays here in the 7th.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
This is Bill Wills. Mike and I live from Firestone in the morning at the Guardians Golf Outing, WTAM 1100.
Left-hander Garrett Clevenger is coming on to pitch for Tampa Bay. Garrett Clevenger, a hard-throwing lefty, with a 191 ERA, featuring a fastball, sinker, curve, and slider. Cleveland has runners at first and second, 2 down, 7th inning. And with a left-hander on the mound, left-handed hitting Bo Naylor is going to bat for Austin Hedges. If you're wondering about the splits, lefties bat 182 against Clevenger, righties bat 180. The pitch on the outer edge, a strike. There are 3 right-handed bats on the Cleveland bench: David Fry, Jose Ramirez, Carlos Santana. Interesting. Now the 0-1 pitch to Bo Naylor. And he took a strike. That'll even it up. Beg your pardon. That'll make it 0-2. 2 out, 2 on. The set. The pitch. Down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bo Naylor against left-handed pitching, 175. Against right-handed pitching, Bo Naylor, 179. Now the 1-2. Swung on, line drive to right. Mangum coming on to make the head-high catch. Naylor hit it hard, but right at Mangum in right. And so we go to the 8th. 3-2 Tampa on the Cleveland.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Visit rpmadison.com.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Well, left-hander Eric Sabrowski coming on now to pitch for Cleveland. 3-2 Tampa as we go to the 8th. Nick Fortes on to pinch hit. One catcher replacing the other, and the pitch outside a ball. Fortes batting .213, batting for Hunter Fiducia. He swings and fouls it back. Strike 1, 1-1. Good job by Matt Festa once again as he came in today, had a 1-2-3 inning. We're in the 8th. Rays up 3-2. Fortes will catch the rest of the game. He foul tips it into the catcher's mitt. Bo Naylor now catching for Cleveland. Matt Festa had a 1-2-3 7th inning with 2 punch-outs. Sabrowski lets it fly, and it's high, 2-2. Sabrowski now healthy, 21st appearance after the forearm issues, a 1.47 ERA, a 150 batting average against. Fastball, curve, slider, he fires, and he got him swinging. Sabrowski strikes out Fortes, 1 down in the 8th. Tampa Bay, they got here when Everson Pereira singled in a run in the 2nd, and Brandon Lau with a 2-run bomb to right center in the 3rd. It's really the only mistake Slade Ciccone made today, the pitch to Lau. It was a mid-90s fastball. Give Lau some credit. He pummeled it. Top of the order, here's Chandler Simpson taking a strike. Ball off the glove of Naylor to the backstop. A lot of times when that happens, you don't get the call. Cleveland got their runs. RBI singles by Will Wilson and Stephen Kwan. The pitch, swing and a foul back, 0-2. Chandler Simpson, 1 for 12 in this series. Left on left, 3-2 Tampa, 8th inning. The pitch, got him swinging. Two down. Here's Yandy Diaz taking inside a ball. Diaz has doubled and singled, 2 for 3. Now the 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. 8th inning, 3-2 Tampa. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Out of play to the right, foul. 2 balls and a strike. Sabrowski's ready. Here it comes. Wow. That was strike 3. I'll tell you what. Nestor Ceja, he maybe should be in Columbus. Good Lord. That wasn't even borderline. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. Three to 2 Tampa Bay with the lead. We're in the 8th inning. 2 outs, nobody on. The payoff delivery. Inside and low, ball 4. 2 down walk, Yandy Diaz, who's had 7 hits in 12 at-bats this series, heads to first. Now left on left. Brandon Lau, the batter, 1 for 3 with a 2-run bomb to right center. The pitch, waved at, strike 1. Sabrowski delivers, pitch ripped back foul, quickly 0-2. Trevor Stephan pitched a scoreless inning for Columbus today, but the thing that concerned Trevor when he was here in Cleveland, still going on. His velo today, 90 to 91. That's 4 to 5 miles an hour below what it was before surgery. The pitch, down and away, 1-2. Sometimes you got to remember, Tommy John surgery is not automatic. Some guys aren't back in 15 to 18 months. It may take Trevor Stephan until next season to really get that velo back. 3-2 Rays, runner on, 2 down, 8th inning. Now the 1-2. Swing and a foul back. Good swings here by Brandon Lau, who now has 26 home runs. Lau had 39 home runs in 2021. 39. The 1-2. Fouled it back again. Boy, he can hang in there against left-handed pitching. Brandon Lau. Awaits the 1-2 from Eric Sabrowski. Here it comes. High, ball 2, 2-2. Lau out of the University of Maryland. Not many Terrapins in the big leagues. Now the 2-2. Up and in, full count. At one time, Maryland, one of the top college basketball programs in the country. That was a long time ago. Now the payoff pitch to Lau. High, ball 4. Sorry, Annie. Back-to-back 2-on walks. Now you've got Junior Caminero forcing manager Steven Vogt to make a move to the bullpen.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
When was the last time you got exactly what you wanted? Like down to the dipping sauce. At Sheetz, we're committed to making your masterpiece of a meal come true. Just tell us how you like it. Our made-to-order menu is completely customizable with endless options. Why the Sheetz not?
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Nick Enright on to face Junior Caminero. This will be a fun matchup. Two youngsters, righty-righty matchup. 2 out, 2 on. Tampa up 3-2 in the 8th. Caminero 0 for 3. The pitch down low. Check swing. He went around. Strike 1. Caminero staring down at the first base ump Todd Tishner on the appeal that had Tishner raising the right hand. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Caminero reportedly now has the 3rd best bat speed of any hitter in Major League Baseball. That's how he generates such prodigious power with that bat speed. 2 out, 2 on. Rays up a run. 2-strike pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caminero. 39 bombs. 94 RBIs. Wide open stance. Deep in the box. Here's the 1-2 from Enright. Got him to chase the slider away. Helmet goes down on the ground viciously. Caminero still looking down at first base ump Todd Tishner. It's the middle of the 8th. It's 3-2 Rays.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker.
And here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting.
And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
This is Bill Wills. We're back in the morning news, sports, traffic, and weather together on the 10s, WTAM 1100.
Top of the order as Stephen Kwan shows bunt, takes a strike. Left on left. 3-2 Rays, bottom of the 8th. Garrett Clevenger staying on. Stephen Kwan 1 for 3 RBI single. The set and delivery. Kwan takes, it's low, 1-1. Everstream is Cleveland's business-only fiber network. Reliable connectivity your business deserves. Fiber, internet, Ethernet, and more. Everstream. Faster fiber, better business. Now the 1-1. Down and away, ball 2, 2-1. The pitch, swing and a foul. Third base side, sweet level. And a 2-2 count. Cade Smith up in the Cleveland pen. 3-2. Rays up, 8th inning. The pitch. Just missed wide. Full count. The payoff delivery. Whoa, man, was that close. Outside, ball 4 and a slider. And the tying runs aboard. Another good at bat for Stephen Kwan. That'll bring up Brian Rocchio. See what Rocchio's doing. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Tampa thinks bunt. Caminero in on the grass at third. Diaz holds the runner at first. Rocchio swings and fouls it back. Strike 1. Hits are even at 6. Rays lead 3-2 in the 8th. In front of 23,316. The next delivery. Swung on, fouled again. Straight back of the plate. 0-2. Harry Belafonte's family get residuals every time that's played at the park?
I think they do.
The 0-2 delivery. And it goes to first. Back standing is Kwan, who was barely off the bag.
That's every ballpark in America, I think.
I think you're right. Now the 0-2. Got him swinging on a pitch that Fortes had to almost dive after into the left-handed hitter's batter's box. 1 down. Here's Kyle Manzardo. He's 0 for 3, left on left. Boy, Tampa Bay still has a good back end of the bullpen. They have some power arms back there. The pitch to Manzardo. Good-looking slider and a knee buckler for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on. 8th inning, Cleveland down a run. Clevenger's ready. Here it comes. Throw to first. Back with a dive is Kwan. Kwan has been baiting him to throw over there. Kind of deking like he's always going to steal. The 0-1. Swung on, socked high in the air. Medium deep center. Pereira puts it away. 2 down. Now C.J. Kefas. 0 for 3. Jose Ramirez a day off. When you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster. Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster always working like a pro. Rays with a 3-2 lead. Runner at first, 2 down, bottom of the 8th. The set and delivery. Bullseye. 0-1 the count. Clevenger out of the University of Oregon fires, and it's swung on and missed. 0-2. Now the pitch. Nope. Throw to first, and again, Kwan is a foot off the bag. Another throw over. That's twice now, so Kwan ought to be able to get as big a lead as he wants. Third time you throw over there, you have to pick him off or it's a balk. 0-2 the count on Kefas. 2 down. Rays up a run in the 8th. The pitch. Got him swinging on the slider. Will go to the 9th. Rays up 3-2 in the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
GE Sync smart light bulbs.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Nick Enright delivering to Josh Lowe to start the ninth, and it's high. 3-2 Tampa. Lowe 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the second. The kick and delivery outside, 2-0. Tampa took the lead in the second when Josh Lowe doubled and scored on the Everson Pereira single. That pitch cued foul off the end of the bat, third base side, 2-1. Cleveland tied it in the second on a safety squeeze bunt single for Will Wilson. Then Brandon Lau with a 2-run bomb to right center in the third. Cleveland got a run closer on Steven Kwan's RBI single in the fifth. And as the norm now, runs hard to come by for Cleveland. They have, if you include today, scored 23 runs in their last 12 games. You're not winning at this level, scoring 2 runs a game. Asking just too much of your pitching staff. The pitch, it's high, 3-1. Josh Lowe cuts and misses, full count. Nick Enright kicks, delivers, and the pitch fouled back. We'll do it again at 3-2. Tampa Bay has been team streak. My goodness. Earlier this year, they had a great run. The pitch fouled back again. They went 25-9. And near the end of June, they were a half game out of first in the American League East. Now the 3-2. Swung on, lifted in the air to left, not deep. Steven Kwan will retire low. But then Tampa had another streak as bad as the first one was good. And they had a stretch in which they went 13-28, and that knocked them out of the division race. It took them from a half game out of first to where they are today, 12.5 out. Here's Everson Pereira taking outside a ball. 3-2 Rays, ninth inning, 1 out. The pitch is in there, 1-1. The kick and delivery. Swung on, broken bat chopper to third, charged by Wilson. Gloves from the grass, throws on the run to get Pereira. 2 down. Will Wilson's had a nice game today. Here's Jake Magnum, 1 for 3, a single. He'll bat left-handed.
Colby Allard now having the Cleveland bullpen, 49 Allard.
Nick Enright pumps, fires. The pitch drilled to left down the line, slicing, foul. Strike 1. Atlanta hammering Miami 12-1 in the 7th. Yankees 11-1. They lead Washington in the 7th. Here, 3-2 Tampa, 9th inning. It'll be Arias, Jones, and Wilson in the bottom of the 9th. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, line to left, base hit. So Magnum has a 2-hit game. He's aboard with 2 down in the 9th. Carson Williams, the batter, 0 for 3 coming to the plate. Off day tomorrow, then Cleveland plays 17 consecutive games. Next off day, third week in September. The pitch swung on and missed by Williams. In that stretch, Cleveland's going to play Seattle, Boston, Tampa, Kansas City, the White Sox. The pitch. Maybe outside. 1-1. 3-2 Tampa. Ninth inning. Runner on, 2 down. Magnum, a good base stealer. He has 20 bags. He draws the throw, and tag made by Kefas. Wow, what a move by Enright to first. Looking like he short-hopped Kefas, who dug it out and tagged him at the same time. Wow, that's a heck of a move by Enright. And actually, the throw was right above the...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. Wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face. He really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hand. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
We are the Veterans Service Commission, your forward operating base. From VA claims and financial assistance to education benefits and beyond. Get more information at 216-698-2600.
Hey, it's Bloom Daddy. We'll talk after the game. The Bloom Daddy Show till 7 right here on WTAM 1100.
Well, here's another great arm coming out of that bullpen of Pete Fairbanks. He'll get the save opportunity with Tampa on top 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Fairbanks in the save scenario, 22 out of 26. 4 wins, 2.79 ERA, 50th appearance. Another upper 90s guy. Gabriel Arias, the matter, 1 for 2, a single and a walk. The pitch. And he went with a slider, front doored him, strike one called. Fairbanks, basically nothing but fastballs and sliders. Arias, walk, strikeout, single, 1 for 2. The set and the 0-1. Waved out a slider away, 0-2. Nolan Jones, Will Wilson to follow. Ninth inning, 3-2 Tampa. Fairbanks, out of the University of Missouri, lets it fly. And Gabriel Arias checked on a pitch down low, 1-2. Righty-righty matchup. Here it comes. Got him swinging. 95 on the Heat. One down. Nolan Jones, the batter. 1 for 3, a single. Will Wilson waits on deck. The set and the pitch. In there, strike. Jose Ramirez getting a day off, and that means a total day off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High. He won't be pinch hitting. Here in the ninth, Cleveland down 3-2. Now the 1-1. Swung on, hit high, deep to right center. It is gone. Nolan Jones. Oh, is he long for that home run? And he's tied the game at 3. And that was a majestic blast to right center. And for Nolan Jones, that's his first home run since June 13th. Wow. It's his 4th of the year. And Fairbanks with his 5th blown save. Here's the pitch to Will Wilson. Inside a ball. There was no doubt about that, baby. 428 feet to right center for Nolan Jones. The next delivery to the 3-hit Will Wilson. He lifts it high to deep left. Simpson back, track, makes the catch. 2 down. That had everybody out of their seats. Angel Martinez will bat with 2 down. David Fry had come on deck to pinch hit. But Martinez now with 2 down will bat, swinging left-handed. 3-3 here in the ninth. The set, the pitch, and it's a fastball strike. 5th home run given up by Fairbanks this year. And we're tied at 3 in the ninth on the Nolan Jones bomb to right center. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Fairbanks sets, hands just above the belt, delivers. Martinez pops it up into the seats behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fairbanks, when he went to the University of Missouri, was a mechanical engineer student. Got a 34 on the ACT. The best you can do on the ACT is 36. Now the set, the 1-2. Got him swinging at a slider in the dirt. Martinez strikes out to end the inning, but Nolan Jones has forced extra innings here at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Man, is Pete Fairbanks mad at himself coming to the first base dugout. He is having an...
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Members with the Bob Feller Act of Valor Award. We use the story of the Hall of Fame pitcher and chief petty officer during World War II to teach the legacy of the greatest generation to the youngest generation and instill in them the virtues of service, sacrifice, and citizenship. Learn more at actofvaloraward.org.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
News and politics and who knows.
Noon to 3 tomorrow. WTAM 1100.
Cade Smith, the Cleveland closer, on 10th inning. Jake Magnum will be the runner at second in a 3-3 game. And the pitch swung on, fouled back by Carson Williams. Strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits for each team. No errors. Tampa has stranded 4. Cleveland 5. Smith firing. The pitch swung on, a blooper foul first base side. Kafus near the dugout had it go in and out of his glove as he was getting close to that dugout railing. Ball did not get up very high, and Kafus on a dead sprint had to take a peek at where that dugout railing was and had the ball glance off his glove. No play. Now the 0-2 from Cade Smith. And Carson Williams swings right through it. Big strikeout. This is what makes Cade Smith so effective in extra innings. With that ghost runner at second to start the inning, Smith is a strikeout pitcher, as Cade Smith has struck out 20 more than innings pitched. And so, as Nick Fortes steps in, grounds one weakly to the second baseman, Rocchio will throw him out. Magnum the third. That is so critical in extra innings to have a strikeout guy on the mound, because in that case, it eliminates getting that runner to third. Now the runner's at third, but there are 2 men out. Here's Chandler Simpson. Quiet series. 0 for 4 today, 1 for 13. Cleveland in on the grass at the corners because of his speed and ability to bunt. The pitch, swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Nice block by Naylor. 3-3 game. Runner at third, 2 down, 10th inning. Cade Smith making his 61st appearance, 5 wins, 8 saves, 3.09 ERA. Now the 0-1. Missed outside with a split, 1-1. Slade Ciccone went 6, gave up 3. Then shutout relief pitching from Matt Festa, Eric Zabrowski, and Nick Enright. The pitch swung on, line to left, but it hangs up. Stephen Kwan makes the chin-high catch. Cleveland will try to walk it off. 3-3, middle of the 10th on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Get ready for...
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
Griffin Jacks won it out of Minnesota when the Twins were dumping everybody at the deadline. And at the last moment, he got dealt to Tampa. And he'll work the 10th 3-3. Angel Martinez, the runner at second. Bottom of the 10th. Now Cleveland can play for one and win it. You would think Naylor will be bunting. In at the corners are the Rays. The pitch, he squares, he takes a strike. That's the beauty of being at home in a tie game. Now you can lay that bunt down, play for the one. The pitch. And Naylor squares, takes down low, 1-1 the count. Naylor pinched hit in the 7th, lined out. Griffin Jacks, fastball cutter, curve, slider change. Mid-90s heater. The right-hander's ready. Here it comes. Naylor bunts it back toward the mound of beauty. Jacks grabs, throws, and he got Naylor at first with his second baseman covering. You will not see a better bunt laid down than that one by Bo Naylor. That was a beauty. Now the winning run at third. We are tied up at 3. Stephen Kwan, will he be put on? Yep. Intentionally walked is Stephen Kwan here in the 10th. Now Brian Rocchio, the batter. Runners at the corners with one down. Cleveland with 5 walk-off wins as the pitching coach Kyle Snyder goes to the mound. Brian Rocchio, the batter. 0 for 4. The last walk-off win for Cleveland was on August 1st in 10 innings. Kyle Manzardo get the game-winning single. Manzardo's in the on-deck circle. So, winning run at third, Angel Martinez. Stephen Kwan, the runner at first. 1 down, 10th inning. Game tied at 3. Tampa brings the infield in. Yandy Diaz wants to know, do I hold the runner? They said no. Come in, play in close. Rocchio, the batter. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cleveland pulled off the safety squeeze bunt to score in the second. Tampa thinks it could happen again. Rocchio 0 for 4. Rays pinch in at the corners. The set. The 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. So now, runners at second and third as Kwan went to second. Now the 0-2 to Rocchio. Check swing. He went around on the pitch in the dirt. Struck him out with a slider. Good block, too, by Fortes, the catcher. So, Kyle Mansardo. Doubt that they'll let him swing it here with a base open, but we'll see. 2 down. Runners at second and third. The former second-round pick for Tampa, by golly, Kyle Mansardo, not intentionally walked. He's had 2 walk-off game-winning hits for Cleveland. Swings and misses at the Griffin Jack slider. Mansardo 0 for 4. 1 for 11 in the series. Second and third occupied by Cleveland. 2 down in the 10th, 3-3 game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, he is just pounding Cleveland with sliders. 0-2. Martinez at third, Kwan at second. 2 down in the 10th. 2 strikes on Mansardo. Trying to end it here. The pitch. Swung on line drive, base hit center, game winner. Kyle Mansardo with his third walk-off game-winning hit of the year. Griffin Jack's got ahead 0-2 on sliders, threw him a fastball, and Mansardo ripped it into center field for Cleveland's 6th walk-off win of the year. In 10 innings, Cleveland beats Tampa Bay by a final score of 4-3.
Hi, Pat Moran here with Window World, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. We serve homeowners throughout northern Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and West Virginia with quality replacement windows, doors, siding, and gutters. All with everyday low pricing, exceptional service, and the strongest warranty in the industry. To learn more, contact Window World at 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD or visit us at windowworldpennohio.com for a free in-home estimate or to find the closest Window World showroom near you. Go with Window World and go Guardians!
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan?